Good morning. Welcome to All Fine Zen. I am Jan, and it's early like Sunday morning. Thank you for joining me today. I wanted to share with you another little paragraph out of one of my favorite books. I used it, I think, last week or maybe the week before, but it's the Book of Tao, Tao, which is the natural cycle of life. So this page that I wanted to share with you is titled Stretching. When young, things are soft. When old, things are brittle. Stretching, both literally and metaphorically, is a necessary part of life. Physically, a good program of stretching emphasizes all parts of the body. You loosen the joints and tendons first, so that subsequent movements will not hurt as much. Then methodically, you stretch the body beginning with the larger muscle groups, such as the legs and back, and proceed to finer and smaller parts like the fingers. When you stretch in one direction, you always should be sure to stretch in the opposite direction as well. If you follow this procedure, your flexibility will undoubtedly increase, and we know that to be true. Metaphorically, stretching leads to expansion and flexibility in personal growth. A young plant is tender and pliant. An older one is stiff, woody, and vulnerable to breaking. Softness is thus equated with life and hardness with death. The more flexible you are, the greater your mental and physical health. So that flexibility, that stretching in our body as well as our mind and our ideas and our thoughts. And this came to mind because I was thinking how often it is easy to procrastinate, and there might be something that you have been contemplating and doing or wanting to try, and you just haven't done it. You've put it off. Thinking, maybe I will, maybe I won't, And years go by, perhaps. And we tend to think that we need to take a huge step, a huge change. But in reality, we can do a real soft, easy stretch, not such a deep, big stretch to start out so that we don't hurt ourselves. So we can move into whatever that thing you're thinking, maybe I want to try this. Maybe I want to do this, but I'm afraid to. And just an easy stretch into it. Just a little step towards it. Maybe by verbalizing an idea to someone, kind of putting it out there so it becomes real, so it has some legs to it. Or maybe writing it down so you can see it on paper. Something to take it out of your head and start incorporating it into action, just a small action, because we can't keep procrastinating because time is running out. And there is fear in doing that, but there is also this great softness, the same kind of softness you get with the body when you stretch it. There's this softness, there's this flexibility in your outlook, in your life, and even if it doesn't work or you wish you would have done it different, at least you did it. At least at least you tried it. So if you have that little, what I call that little tickle inside that just won't go away, like there's something that needs to be different, just taking a little step, just starting something. And even if it doesn't go any further, at least you kind of stretched into it partially and tried. So that's what I wanted to share with you this morning. I don't have my microphone on this morning because I was too lazy actually to go through all that. so I hope you can still hear me. Let's go into a meditation for a few minutes. And I look at meditation as stretching. I really do. I look at meditation as being able to open your mind, to try something new, to see what becomes of it. So let's do that together. So sit back and get comfortable and close your eyes or look down, gaze down to the floor, or just gaze at something that isn't moving. And take a breath, take a deep breath. And see if your eyes don't start to relax and you just kind of feel like you want to close them a little bit or lower the eyelids. And take another deep breath. And if you can imagine this early morning and maybe you're still in bed or you're up and out of bed, but you just take a stretch. So you lift your arms up or out to the side and you stretch and you breathe deeply. Then you let your shoulders soften and lower. You let your arms rest next to you. Your hands are loose. Maybe kind of stretch your fingers out a little bit and then let them become loose. Stretch your toes out and then let them become still. And move into your meditation this morning with a softness, with an acceptance of whatever's going through your mind. It doesn't matter. Just let it be. Let it do its thing. Come back to your breath if you start getting pulled away by too many thoughts or stories. Just come back to your breath, breathing in some calmness, letting go of some tightness. The softness of life, not the tightness of death. The softness of life. The easy breath as it moves in and moves out. Become like the sky on this beautiful morning, expansive and wide. Break down that prison wall of your mind. Let that sky enter your mind. Let it move the thoughts out. Create some space of freedom. Walk like someone who has just woken up, moving easily and slowly through your day. Do it now into your life. Don't wait any longer. Take your breath and let it cleanse you. And let's start over today. Let's begin again in our life. Let's let go of all the mistakes, all the regrets that we can't change. And let's do it differently from this point on. Let's make a few changes. Just little ones, perhaps, or maybe big ones. Don't wait for some far off time that never gets here. Begin to live your life right now It is scary at times. It's so scary. But it's also so rewarding to take that step, just a little step. It makes you feel alive. Even that little bit of anxiety makes you feel alive. So you don't sleepwalk through the rest of your life in safety. So you live. Take a few chances. See what surrounds you. Today, look and see what surrounds you. Maybe there are changes right there. Maybe your surroundings are not what you want around you. Only you know, no one else. And you can do it. So let's begin this day with a new outlook, with a sense of curiosity and anticipation. And maybe just a little bit of anxiety to spur you on. So begin to look outside the window of your mind and look and see what you see. Outside your thoughts and everything that holds you back. Give it a try. You'll be okay. And now we close our meditation for today. You can reopen your eyes or you can stay just how you are. Thank you for sharing your really precious moments with me, because every moment's really very important and very precious. So I really appreciate it. The people that are out there that are willing to just explore a little bit. So thank you. And I hope you have a great week. And I will see you again soon. Thank you. Bye-bye.